Guys, today is Wednesday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today. My lips are sticking to my braces. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. So we are in the kitchen, so that means that we are cooking. Fall is finally here with some little bits of Christmas, with some little bits of winter sprinkled in as well, guys. So with fall being here, that means it is absolutely time for us to start thinking about our favorite holiday Thanksgiving meals. Okay, so what are we going to be placing on the table? This year, I will be bringing dessert, all right? We are going over to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house for Thanksgiving this year. Yay! I don't have to cook. Well, I do have to bring a couple of dishes. Well, I don't have to, so everybody, it's gonna be like a potluck type of Thanksgiving. So everybody has been asked to bring a dish or two. So what I am doing is kind of, you know, trying out a few dishes, what I think will work, what I think will feed, you know, a large crowd. So what I am thinking I am going to take over this year is none other than Miss Aretha Franklin's, may she rest well, her peach cobbler dish. And so if we're going to have peach cobbler, we need a good crust, right? If you are from the South, you're gonna have a peach cobbler, a peach pie, an apple pie, anything pie that involves crust, it has to be on point. Crust leads me right into our sponsors for today's video. I want to send a huge thank you out to the guys over at WEWALKA for sponsoring today's video. And so guys, you'll see here very shortly that the WEWALKA pie crust dough is super flaky, guys. You're not going to believe how this dough turns out in this peach cobbler. It's so yummy. It's super flaky, guys. And get this, it is lard free. All right. And so I know you guys have been trying other doughs in the past holidays, guys, but the WEWALKA pie dough is actually 25% thicker than the leading crust, and you won't have any waste, guys, as it fits perfectly into a 9-inch pie pan. You just simply unroll, fill, and bake. It's just that simple. Also, I had the pleasure of trying out the puff pastry from WEWALKA, guys. It is created by layering delicate dough 64 times, guys, before carefully rolling onto the parchment paper. And yes, parchment paper actually comes with your pie crust dough as well as the puff pastry dough, and you can simply, guys, just bake right on to the parchment paper for easy cleaning. All right, so I'm gonna grab my laptop and we are going to go ahead and get started with this recipe. I don't know, I love using recipes to cook. I really do wish I could remember them all, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna grab my laptop. Have you guys seen, are you watching on YouTube right now? One of my favorite people to watch is Darius over at Darius Cooks or Darius Eats. I love when he steps out of frame, he says, "Hold the line, please." So y'all hold the line while I grab my laptop so that we can go over these ingredients. All right, so what I have, this video is all over the place. I just feel like now my videos are they're just super relaxed and super chill, okay? So, but I do have all of my ingredients here. I know when I watch Darius, he never has his ingredients out. So what I have here, guys, this is 3 large cans of peaches, and I have drained them. And this particular recipe, it will feed a large crowd, which is one of the reasons I chose Aretha Franklin's peach cobbler. So I have my peaches. Let me grab my butter because I still have it in the refrigerator here. So hold the line, please. Talk among yourselves in the comments while I grab butter. All right, so you're gonna need 2 sticks of butter. I have 1 whole stick of butter here, and then I have another stick of butter that's kind of, you know, broken up into pieces. You're gonna need some sugar. You're gonna need some cinnamon, some nutmeg, guys. Now this is, and it is breadcrumbs. You're gonna need a 1/2 cup of plain breadcrumbs. For the love of everything holy, do not get the seasoned breadcrumbs and use them in this dish. You will ruin the entire dessert. So you want to use just plain breadcrumbs. Do not omit the breadcrumbs, okay? You will, don't omit the breadcrumbs, okay? And then you're going to need 2 store-bought refrigerated pie doughs. And again, thanks to my friends over at WEWALKA, I just happen to have some right here. All right, so I have my oven preheating to 350. So in a large saucepan, we're gonna go ahead and add our peaches, 1 stick of the butter, the sugar, the cinnamon, and the nutmeg, and we're gonna bring it to a simmer. So I have my big pot back here. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit closer so that you can see, and we'll get started with it. Just going to go ahead and add in our peaches, 1 of these sticks of butter. So I'm going to put in about 1/2 of the granulated sugar, okay? And then I'm going to go over here and grab my light brown sugar and add that into the pot as well. And then we are going to add in our cinnamon and our nutmeg. It is simmering really good now, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our breadcrumbs. Just stir that around. All right, that has thickened up nicely. So we're gonna grab this and head back over and pour this into our dish. So I have already sprayed my dish with some canola oil, and then I'm going to now take 1 of the WEWALKA pie crust and just place it in. Now what I also love about the WEWALKA pie crust is the fact that, guys, you're not going to need any flour to roll your dough out and prepare it. It's already ready, okay? The other thing too, if I were actually using, what is this, about a 9-inch pie plate, the crust is already, guys, the perfect size. No cutting needed at all. It's already ready to go, all right? Gosh, and I wish I had prepared the pie plate. It would have been better because, again, it's just already ready for you. Already ready to go. You know, can't you see, you know, this with an apple pie, you know, and you're just crimping the sides, just already ready to go. But today we're just going to go ahead and use this dish because, you know, I made a lot. This is going to be the perfect size, you know, for, you know, a large family. However, you know, you could do 2 of these dishes for, like, you know, a peach pie or an apple pie. So I'm gonna just take 2 of my pie crust and place here in the bottom. Another good thing too with these particular crusts, guys, is the fact that, as you saw, there was just 1 here in the pack. A lot of times, you know, when you buy some of the, I would guess, you know, competitor pie crusts, you're going to get more than 1 in a pack. And while initially, you know, that may seem like a good thing, but most times you are maybe needing just, you know, possibly just 1 pie crust. So that other one is going to go to waste. You're gonna stick it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and it's just gonna, you know, get spoiled. So I love that these are, you know, packaged as singles. All right, so this is perfect. I love a good rustic fall dessert, so it does not have to be perfect at all. So what I'm going to do now, okay, is take those butter chips. Let me grab those. Hold the line, please, guys. Hold the line. All right, so I have my butter chips. I love him, guys. If you do not watch Darius Cooks or Eat with Darius, I guess I should know his channel name, right? He is hilarious. He comes on and he makes just the best little cocktails. I'm not a drinker, but he has a good time over there with his little cocktails. All right, so we're gonna now take our, just a few of the butter chips. And these are already, you know, cut up, and just place them throughout the bottom of the crust. All right. All right, and let's see, place a few chips of butter. Oh, we want to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on the bottom of this as well. So as you can see, guys, this is going to be a very decadent dessert, okay? You do not want to make this and have it in the house, you know, just for a small family. This particular dessert, guys, is for a huge crowd, okay? It smells amazing. What I like to do is take another crust and place it on top. You could actually bake this off just like this, okay? But I'm gonna take another crust and let me refer to my instructions here. Let me make sure, okay. So I'm gonna open up another crust and place it on top. Now, here again, because the WEWALKA crust, their dough is just so perfect, guys, you don't have to flour your surface, okay? So I'm just gonna take this and make my version of some lattice stripes. You call it lattice stripes or just lattices? I don't know. I'm just gonna take my cutter, and you guys see how easily this cutter just glides through the dough. It's just perfect. It is simply, it's a beautiful thing, okay? Look at that. Nothing was sticking to the board. Comes off nice and easy. Just perfect. Now, what is not perfect are, you know, the sizes of my strips, okay? They're different sizes, but you know, that's fine. It's fine. This should look like a very rustic but hearty, you know, Thanksgiving dessert, okay? And I'm sure there are those of you out there who will take your lattice and you just weave it in and out. I know. Just gonna lay mine across the top. But I just love that there's no flouring of the surface needed, you know. Just place it on here. Just go about your day, move on to the next dish. I love it. I love it. And once it bakes up, it's just gonna look so beautiful. Like, I think it's pretty already. I really do. But yeah, I'm just gonna dust a little bit. That's probably a little lot. A lot of cinnamon over the top, guys. And so, according to the recipe, what we want to do now is bake this in the oven, a 350-degree preheated oven for 25 to 30 minutes until the crust is brown and the peaches are bubbling. All right, so into the oven we go. All right, now, I said I love crust, right? I love crust in my cobblers. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've never tried this before, guys. We're gonna try this out. We're doing this here together for the first time. What I think would be just perfect, would really set this dessert off, okay? It's gonna make you the star of Thanksgiving, okay? what do you think about, guys, if we take the WEWALKA puff pastry, cut it into strips, and just have it on the side along with the peach cobbler and that other little special ingredient that I'm talking about that I'm gonna share with you here in a minute. All right, so let's open this up and give it a try. So you see how this, guys, just rolls out. No effort at all. Do you guys see that? No flour needed. It's just perfect, okay? Now, what I will suggest you do is you want to use the parchment paper that comes with it, or you could use your own parchment paper, but this is already here, so I'm just going to use the parchment paper that actually came with my pastry dough. I'm going to use my cooking shears, guys. These are my cooking shears. I'm not off cutting up notebook paper or whatever with those. I'm just using my cooking shears to kind of cut my parchment paper to size. When you use the parchment paper, guys, it does allow for an easier cleanup. All right, so what I'm going to do is take my pastry dough and cut just little strips. And like I said, I want to see how it puffs up, and we'll just have that on the side with our peach cobbler. Here again, guys, you see how I am simply gliding right through the dough. It's just amazing. This is what I was talking about. You can't see me, but you don't really need to see me. You just need to see this, guys. Get into this. This is eggnog ice cream. Eggnog ice cream. So this is a limited edition, all right? Just for the holidays. So I have not tried this. I felt it would be perfect. As you can see, I haven't opened it. Just perfect along with this peach cobbler. Here we go. So like I was saying, the ice cream is really good just by itself, but let's give it a try with some of this really good peach cobbler. Make sure I get some of the crust. And also, when you have ice cream or some type of, I don't know, dairy topping with your cobblers, it helps to cool it off even faster. It's so oily. So oily. This is so good, guys. You have to give this a try. Make sure you make these little, I'll call them puff pastry cookies.